Now those stories in detail. A cabinet subcommittee has said that permission must not be granted to increase gas prices. The subcommittee is set to table an alternative proposal to the cabinet that will meet today.
The cabinet subcommittee that was appointed to study gas prices met at the presidential secretariat this afternoon. The subcommittee had discussed requests made by the country's two gas companies to hike prices and had decided against such moves. We made a decision. It will be put forward to the cabinet. We have not improved an increase in gas prices. We have put forward an alternative proposal. I cannot reveal it because the cabinet meeting is today. We will take it up during that meeting. By making amendments to the procurement of gas, we feel that we can cover up this balance. The results of this decision will be reaped in 3 months. We will make a long-term decision in future. Meanwhile, journalists questioned Minister Vasudeva Nanayakkara on the decision to vest Lanka Phosphate Limited with the Agriculture Ministry. These decisions are taken based on various requests and intentions. However, we will not raise heavy objection against such moves. We must discuss this matter. We will take these discussions forward.
A protest was held opposite Kalutara Pradesh Sabha against the decision to hike the fuel prices. The protest had been organized by the Samagijana Balavegaya.
At a time where the people of the country are in a crisis and are helpless, the government increased the price of fuel without any sympathy. It was an inhumane move. The people have been struck by a double whammy. We hope to bring a no-confidence motion against everyone who supported this fuel price hike to represent the general public who opposed this move.
Meanwhile, a party leaders' meeting was held at the parliamentary complex this morning. The meeting was presided over by the Speaker.
The meeting commenced at 9:30 am today. Sergeant at Arms Narendra Fernando noted that the meeting was organized to obtain the consent of party leaders to conduct parliamentary proceedings for the coming week. The party leaders meeting was held today and it was decided to hold parliamentary sittings tomorrow and the day after. Since Puya falls on the next 2 days, it was decided not to hold sittings on those days. There is nothing special to be debated. There will be a debate on land regulations tomorrow and a debate on regulations of the Ministry of Finance the day after. I do not know. It was not discussed.
Around 20 villagers near Bandaragama are at a risk of losing their cultivations. The situation has arisen due to the failure to receive fertilizer on time. Farmers in the villages of Kindelpitiya, Walmilla, Pahalegama, Jamburaliya and Vidiyagodalutgama cultivate greens such as Mukunuvenna, Gotukola and Kankun. At least 10,000 farmers are involved in this cultivation. Upon inquiries made by Newsfirst, Commissioner General of the Department of Agrarian Development, AHM Aberatna, said that farmers from many areas have complained of a fertilizer shortage. Most of the complaints have been based on the shortage of urea fertilizer. The Commissioner General said that the National Fertilizer Secretariat has been informed to release the required stocks of fertilizer. Newsfirst, the voice of the people, inquired about this matter from Mohan Priyadarshan De Silva, who serves as the State Minister of Production and Supply of Fertilizer. He noted that a request has been made from the Treasury to release fertilizer stocks imported for other crops to paddy farmers. In a COVID update for this afternoon, 47 COVID-19 deaths were confirmed in the country yesterday.
The 47 deaths that occurred on the 19th of June were confirmed by the Director General of Health Services. 20 females and 27 males are among the deceased people. 6 of them are between the ages of 30 and 59, and 40 of them are above the age of 60. Sri Lanka's total tally of COVID-19 deaths stands at 2,581. Meanwhile, 2,028 infections were reported yesterday, raising the total tally of cases up to 239,689. 201,389 people have recovered from the infection. 1,996 had recovered yesterday.
Meanwhile, the team of foreign experts assessing the impact of the Express Pearl maritime disaster met with the officers of the National Building Research Organization today. The meeting had taken place at the head office of the NBRO.
The impact of harmful gases emitted due to the fire on the Express Pearl on Sri Lanka's atmosphere had figured during the meeting. The Air Quality Unit of the National Building Research Organization is collecting data and analytical reports on this matter in recent days. The team of experts had visited the location in which the vessel had caught fire.
Meanwhile, a tense situation arose during a protest by fishermen in Modara over the Express Pearl disaster yesterday. Residents of Aranayaka say that explosions can be heard from a massive rock in the area.
Udagama in Aranayaka is home to at least 53 families. Residents point out that explosions can be heard from a massive rock in the area and that cracks have appeared on its surface.
This was the situation last morning. Cracks had appeared on the rock. About 30 minutes ago, we heard explosions when standing nearby. We felt the rock tilt upwards slightly before falling back. The crack is not visible now. The crack was long. It has been covered now. We heard sounds similar to water from a pond. We also hear explosions.
We heard the explosions on multiple occasions. I informed my neighbors about it as well. We are afraid because we don't know what this is. Residents are demanding authorities to provide a solution to this problem.
Meanwhile, travel restrictions which were in place were relaxed at 4 a.m. today. However, travel restrictions will be reimposed at 10 p.m. on the 23rd of June and will be relaxed once more at 4 a.m. on the 25th.
Travel restrictions were relaxed today pursuant to a set of guidelines issued by the Ministry of Health with effect until the 5th of July. Interprovincial travel restrictions will continue to be in effect. Only 2 people will be allowed to leave a household at a time. Our correspondents had witnessed a drop in passengers on buses operated by the Sri Lanka Transport Board. This was the situation at the bus depot in Peta today. Private buses from the private bus depot in Peta operated adhering to strict health guidelines. These were the scenes witnessed at the Fort railway station. However, people were not maintaining social distance on the train which travelled from Ambepussa to Colombo this morning. A dip in commuters was witnessed at the Dehiwala and Welawatha railway stations today. Authorized shopping centres at main cities were also kept open. Heavy traffic was witnessed opposite the Paliagoda police station and on the Kelani bridge as well. Officers attached to the Paliagoda police distributed pamphlets to create awareness on COVID-19 guidelines. The flow of employees to offices situated at the Setsaripaya in Batharamulla had increased today than usual. A mild traffic congestion was also reported from the Rajagiriya flyover. Although 6 trains travelled through the Gampaha railway station, only a minimum number of passengers were on board the trains. Trains were in operation to transport essential service employees. The Department of Railways said that 17 trains had been assigned to operate within the Western Province. All dedicated economic centres will remain open from today for wholesale trading. These were the scenes captured at the Manning Market. Our correspondent reported a hike in the prices of vegetables at the Manning Market. The Paliagoda fish market was open for business as well. However, large crowds were not witnessed in the area. Sri Lanka police have announced that 20,000 police officers have been assigned from today to probe instances of quarantine regulations being breached. 700 roadblocks have also been set up in the country.
I recall the days during which the Sinhala New Year was celebrated. The government had relaxed all restrictions. Everyone enjoyed that period. We are paying the price for that enjoyment. They have relaxed the restrictions today as well. We have to pay the price if we travel carelessly and conduct ourselves in an irresponsible manner. A new Indian COVID-19 variant has been detected. It is said that this variant is more powerful than the previous ones. The people must realize that. The officials alone cannot stop this. It is difficult to eliminate this virus regardless of how long the restrictions are in place. The people must be aware of this disease for it to be eliminated. Meanwhile,
the students of Atha Bandivavar in Trincomalee are facing difficulties to attend online classes due to the lack of mobile coverage in the area.
Moreover, Atha Bandivavar village is a rural village in the Trincomalee district. It is reported that there is no connectivity for the students in the village to attend online classes. Parents of these students lament that their children have to attend online classes on tree houses to gain connectivity. Before 15 years, due to war, we had to live in underground bunkers, and this is the fate of our children today. They have to climb onto tree houses to attend their online classes. We don't have 4G signal to our village. We tried 10 routers, but nothing is working.
Out of the allocated time for online classes, much time is spent on connecting to the online class. Children don't have proper time to engage in education. We are worried about this. With the competition going on in the country, how can my child obtain a good result in the scholarship exams? My child is trying his best. As parents and teachers, we are doing whatever we can to support him. But without 4G signals, we are helpless.
Free-to-air classes for ordinary level students were launched under the Gum at the Taksalava program on TV1 today. The lessons will be aired targeting GCE ordinary level students. The program has been launched to assist students with lack of access to devices with internet access, especially in these pandemic-stricken times.
Shifting attention to international news, Barnaby Joyce has been elected as the new Deputy Prime Minister of Australia. His appointment comes after winning a leadership contest in the National Party. Barnaby Joyce will return to the nation's second highest office, marking a political comeback 3 years after losing the Deputy Prime Ministership to scandal. Joyce, a climate skeptic, has long harbored ambitions of returning as the leader of the National Party, a position he finally secured when he defeated incumbent Michael McCormack in a vote of the party's 21 federal lawmakers. Queensland Senator Matt Canavan moved a spill motion to bring on the leadership vote at a party room meeting this morning. Foreign media reports suggested Joyce defeated Deputy Prime Minister Michael McCormack in a very close contest this morning after years of seeking a return to his party leadership. McCormack declined to answer questions, adding only, "That's democracy." Joyce will need to be sworn in as Australia's Deputy Prime Minister later, which would then initiate a cabinet reshuffle. Kumar Sangakkara, the second Sri Lankan to be inducted to the ICC Hall of Fame after Muthaiya Muralidharan, was honoured with the commemorative cap by legendary Indian cricketer Sunil Gavaskar. New Zealand wrestled the initiative from India on a fascinating third day of the World Test Championship final. The Black Caps battled through India's constant pressure to close on 101 for 2, 116 runs behind in Southampton.
And Rahane given runs and is.
From that, we bring to a close this edition of Lunchtime News on TV1. For details of the stories and much more, simply log on to our website www.newsfirst.lk. For the News First, the voice of the people, I'm Martin Satyanesan. You take care and stay safe.